I am so sorry about that. We are almost done here, and apparently I wasn't watching the time. That first example just took so long to write all that stuff out. But I hope that you'll forgive me. So I just need to finish this up really quick. So as I was saying, pi r squared is a singular pi r squared. Just keep that in mind. It's not the same as the formula that was on that previous page because the pool is open, and so we're only counting the bottom base and then the area around. So that's the formula we're using for this example. The other thing we should keep in mind is that this calls for the radius, but they gave you the diameter. The diameter of the pool is 8 feet. So the diameter is 8 feet, then the radius is half of that, which is 4 feet. The radius is only 4 feet. So that means now we have everything we need. We're going to go ahead and plug into this formula. So surface equals 2 pi, radius is 4, and the height, which was 20 inches, but we're actually going to use 5/3. And then plus pi, r is 4 again, squared. So when we break that down, you're going to get 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 2 is 40. You actually get 40 pi over 3 plus 4 squared is 16 pi. And I don't like to plug in the pi until the very end so that you can get the most accurate decimal approximation. So at this point, you can plug this into the calculator, and then you'll get, because of course pi is irrational, so you'll get 92.2 feet, and that's squared because it's the surface area, and it's 0.2 because it's said to round to the nearest tenth. All right, so that is that guy. And then we want to find volume. The volume of the water needed to fill the pool to a depth of 16 inches. Now be very careful that you might have thought that you could just use the same information from the previous part A, and you can to some extent. It's the same radius. But remember, the volume of the water is only going to go up to 16 inches. It's not going to go the full 20 inches. So again, we need to convert those 16 inches to feet. So we're going to go 16 inches. And we know that, again, there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So that actually boils down to be 4/3 feet, not 5/3 like the previous in part A. So the formula for volume is volume equals pi r squared h. So we're just going to plug away. R is still 4, but h is now 4/3, not 5/3, and not 16 inches. You have to have the same units. So again, 4 squared is 16. So you have 16 pi times 4/3. And so 16 times 4 is 64. So you get 64 pi over 3. That's the exact answer, but you can plug that into your calculator. And remember what I said before, always wait till the last minute to plug in pi. So you're going to get approximately 67.0 something. So they want us to round to the nearest tenth. So it's going to be 67.0, and it's still feet, but now because it's volume, we're using cubic units. Alrighty, so that is how you do example 3. And so I am going to give you your last DIY here. And once you have completed this DIY, you will have completed your notes for this lesson, and I will see you in class. Thanks for watching.